Did the state of Colorado accidentally make it illegal not to call you Your Majesty? It sounds like a joke, but thanks to a new law, the legal reality is getting weird. If you live in Colorado, your boss or your teacher might soon be legally required to address you as a sovereign king and priest, and they'll have to do it with a straight face. On May 16th, 2025, Governor Jared Polis signed House Bill 25-1312, also known as the Kelly-Loving Act. On the surface, the bill is designed to provide legal protections for transgender individuals. It updates how the state handles marriage licenses, civil unions, and birth certificates to reflect gender transitions. But tucked away in Section 8 of the bill is a definition that changes the game for everyone. It defines a chosen name as any name an individual requests to be known by in connection to several protected categories. Most people focused on the gender identity part, but the law also explicitly lists religion and creed. Here's where the unintended consequences kick in. The law says a chosen name must be honored as long as it isn't offensive or requested for frivolous purposes. It also protects gender expression, which it defines as how an individual reflects their gender to the world, including how the individual chooses to be addressed. Enter the sovereign kings. Religious individuals are now pointing out that if the law requires employers to use pronouns like Z or Zir, based on personal conviction, it must also honor names and titles rooted in ancient faith. One declaration, issued on April 20th, 2026, claims the identity of sovereign king and priest. The justification isn't just a feeling. It's based on what they call divine credentials. They point to First Peter 2:9, which calls believers a royal priesthood, and Revelation 1:6, which says, Christ has made us kings and priests. Under the plain language of HB 25-1312, if this identity is part of a person's religion or creed, the state may be legally obligated to recognize Your Majesty as a valid title on government forms and in public accommodations. The core of the issue is consistency. Critics of modern gender theory argue that if identity is purely subjective, the floodgates are wide open. We've already seen people claiming to be trans species, identifying as dogs, cats, or even dragons. Others have claimed to be age fluid, like a 52-year-old man identifying as a 6-year-old girl. If a person can identify as a different gender, a different age, or even a different species based on inner conviction, then a scriptural identity as royalty carries even more weight. Why? Because it's backed by peer-reviewed documentation, dating back to 90 AD. While gender theorists recognize a massive spectrum of human identity, they now have to contend with a religious identity that has been held by millions for 2,000 years. This isn't just a philosophical debate, it's a legal minefield. HB 25-1312 requires local education providers and their employees to be inclusive of all reasons a student might adopt a chosen name. If a student's creed dictates they be addressed as Your Grace, the school's policy must accommodate them. The law also updates the Colorado Anti-Discrimination Act, CADA. This means refusing to acknowledge someone's scripturally grounded royal identity could be legally classified as discrimination on the basis of religion. As one royal decree put it, the identity is sincere, the scripture is clear, and the Colorado statute is explicit. The state has effectively merged religious expression with identity law. If you can be Z, you can be His Majesty. Colorado set out to protect identity, but they may have accidentally restored the divine right of kings in the workplace and the classroom. The law doesn't limit its protections to one category. It forces the state to treat sovereign kings with the same institutional courtesy as any other identity claim. So the next time you're filling out a government form in the Centennial State, remember, Your Majesty isn't just a title anymore. Under HB 25-1312, it might just be your legal right.